everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. It's your girl Belle Ariel, and today we're taking it back to the basics with some drugstore makeup. I went to Target and grabbed some really cute makeup from the cosmetics section. So if you're interested, just keep watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and yeah. The first thing I picked up is my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. And I'm just going to use one pump of the Poreless Primer. We're going to apply that all over the face. The next thing I'm going to use for my foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 355, the color Coconut. I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Brush. It's a really good foundation brush. I really like this foundation because it's actually super matte and it stays on all day. I love this foundation. Next, we're gonna go into our contour and highlighting. So what I got for my contour is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It has a satin finish. So the concealers that I'm using are from NYX, the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealers. And I'm using, for my under eye, the color Mocha and the color Warm Honey. I like to mix these because it's like the perfect combination to hide my dark circles and also give a little bit of brightening without making my under eye look too yellow. I'm going to apply Mocha first, right in the corner of my eye. I'm just going to put a little bit because this concealer spreads a lot, so you don't need to put a lot. Right underneath that, I'm going to put the color Warm Honey. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. I would recommend not going over a minute, but if it does get a little too dry and it creases a little bit, you can take a little bit more concealer and apply it right on top of the concealer that's getting a bit dry, and it'll blend out very nicely. So I'm gonna use my Real Technique sponge. If you're looking for a more inexpensive alternative, this is a really good sponge. I think one of them is like $4 or $5. Where concealer is all blended out. So now we're going to use some setting powder to set our under eyes. And this just helps your concealer not crease. Because if you don't set your concealer, it'll have this really harsh creasing and you'll have lines underneath your eye. So the powder I'm going to use for my under eye is the Fit Me Finishing Powder in the color Medium Deep. I'm actually going to use these makeup wedges. They're just the regular Target brand makeup wedges. So I'm just going to dab the flat side of the makeup sponge into the powder. And then I'm going to dab the excess on the back of my hand, just so that I don't have too much product. And I usually still have a little bit too much product on my sponge. So what I'll do is I'll apply one side, press it on, and the other side. And then I'll just blend it out. If I need a little bit more, I'll just use the back of my hand. And if you still have a little bit too much powder underneath your eye, you can take one of these brushes. I really like the Rebel brushes from Real Techniques. They're angled and they're kind of flat. They do a really good job fitting underneath your eye. So you just want to brush off that excess. And then we're going to take that concealer from e.l.f. and we're just going to apply to our forehead and our cheekbones. I don't contour my nose just because I don't really mind my nose, so I don't feel the need to contour my nose. I do 2 quick dots on my forehead on each side and then a line across each cheekbone. You don't have to let this sit. You just take your makeup sponge, and I like to blend underneath my cheekbone first and just press it into your foundation, and you want to make sure that you blend it out into your hairline, just so that your hairline and your face aren't 2 different colors. Next, I'm going to go into my brows. I actually got a pencil from Maybelline. It's the Ultraslim brow pencil, and I got it in the color Deep Brown. I'm just using very nice slow strokes. And if your brow is a little bit too dark, you applied too much pencil, you can use the spoolie end of your pencil and you can just comb it out and it'll give you a nice ombre effect. So I finished my brows. If you're not sure how to do your brows, I do have a tutorial on my Instagram. If you want me to upload one on here, I can definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments below. To clean up my brows, I'm going to use the concealer from NYX in the color Mocha. And it just helps gives your brows a nice clean look. If you need to clean up the top of your brows, you can use your foundation. You want to make sure that the color that you use to clean up the top matches but the concealer for underneath your brows, it can be a little bit lighter or the same shade. So I'm going to use a flat brush from e.l.f. It's called an eyeliner brush, but I like to use this brush just because it's nice and flat and gives it a nice clean look. I'm just going to put a little bit of product on my brush. So if you wanted to apply a brighter eyeshadow, you would stop right here with a concealer that's your color and then put the other brighter color right underneath your lid and blend them right where they come together. Today, I'm just going to put the same concealer all over my lid just because we're doing a very neutral look, so I don't need it to be very pigmented today. So I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. So I'm going to use this flat brush just to blend it out. So the eyeshadow palette that we're going to use today is the NYX Professional Makeup Ultimate Edit Palette. It's a really nice palette of neutral colors. I'm going to use this light brown color first. So I'm going to use my brush from Real Techniques, and this is the Essential Crease Brush. There's very minimal fallout with this palette, which is really nice. So I'm just going to put that right in my crease. We're going to go into this really pretty red color. And I'm going to use my blending crease brush. This is also from Real Techniques, and it's a nice fluffy brush. And you just want to blend that directly into the first color that we used on our crease. I'm going to go in with an inner corner highlight. And the color I'm going to use for that is this really pretty copper color. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush. So I'm just going to dab a little bit into that color and blend that out a little bit so that it's not too harsh. And that is the color. So for eyeliner, I really love the e.l.f. liquid liner in the color Jet Black, and I'm gonna use Maybelline's the Colossal Big Shot mascara. So I'm just going to start from the middle. I'm gonna apply a straight line, and we're gonna go in with the Colossal Big Shot mascara. So a good way to apply mascara without getting it on your lid that you just work so hard on is to tilt your head back a little bit, look down into your mirror, and then apply straight up. You can add as many coats as you want. So to add them to your bottom lash line, you would look down into your mirror. Do nice, clean. It's time for lashes. I really like the strip lash adhesive from Lash Couture from Kiss. We're actually going to use the lashes from Kiss, and this is also from the Lash Couture line, and we're using the style Brassiere. I love these lashes. These are really beautiful lashes if you kind of want a more natural look. I think a pack of these is like $5 or $6, and they're really beautiful, and they stick on really well, and they look really natural. The easiest way to apply lashes is to get a lash glue that's liquid and has like this little brush. I do have a lash tutorial on my channel if you guys want to go back and get like an up close and personal look on how to apply your lashes. But again, you want to tilt your head back, look down, and draw a nice clean line right over where you just drew your eyeliner. You don't even necessarily have to wait for your lashes to dry. With this method, you can just plop them right on. And next we're gonna head into our blush. So I got this really pretty blush from Milani. It's the Rose Powder Blush in Wild Rose. I'm just gonna go straight into the blush. I'm gonna tap off the excess on the back of my hand so that there's not too much on my cheeks. And just gonna do quick little dabs on my face. Just gonna use the excess off the back of my hand and just pat it into the apples of my cheeks. So the highlighter we're going to use is the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in the color Molten Peach. I love the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighters. They're beautiful. They're so pigmented. They just give you this really, really beautiful highlight on your face. So I'm just going to use my fan brush again from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to dab that straight into my highlighter, and I'm just going to do quick little taps with my highlighter. I'm going to put it right over my blush. And this is so pretty. I love them together. Also, another place where I like to put my highlight is right underneath, right over my brow bone. It gives you a nice highlight. And I'm just gonna apply some powder just to set my whole face. And I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the color Deep. I'm just gonna use my powder brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna pat that into my powder and tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna apply that nice and loosely all over my face. And I really love the setting spray from NYX, the matte finish spray. I'm actually just gonna spray my face very quickly. If you apply too much powder to your face, you can use a setting spray. You could use the NYX setting spray or a dewy setting spray just to make it look a little less harsh and powdery. So I'm just gonna do a quick little spritz. The very last thing we're going to do today is apply some gloss. I feel for this look, it's very natural, everyday, and not too harsh. So I thought this lipstick by Milani in the color She's All That was super pretty. Really like this lip gloss. It's not sticky at all, and it smells so nice. I just want to eat it. So that is the finished look, that whole look full of drugstore makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and share. Thank you to everyone who supports my channel and watches all my videos. Yeah, have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.